that's not going to work. And we're live. So much my new intro won't play because it will not see anything, and because the screen sharing, it won't allow me to press the play button. So here we are. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. I don't need any fancy schmancy intro or whatever.
No, I wrote the fancy smancy intro. Well, basically, I copied your page and then talked a little bit about the project that just finished, and everybody got their swag because I got my swag in the other day for Zombies Were Human 2, Volume 2.
Yep.
And now you have Stanley the Snowman.
Yes, I do.
Live on Kickstarter. Tell us how this came about.
So Stanley the Snowman is an all-age holiday comic book series that I created first about 15 years ago. And I have 3 daughters. They're all adults now. But back then, they were small. Christmas morning, we're opening up presents, and they're bickering amongst themselves. One has a bigger, one has a more. I'm like, you know, when I grew up, you had one big present, and that was basically what you had. You had your stocking, you had your big present, you had a couple of things, and that was it. You know, Christmas is all about the traditions and doing different things. My dad's birthday was on December 25th, so it was very important. The whole holiday thing was a big to-do. And it just got me thinking that the commercialism that's kind of prevailed in the past 30, 40 years is really ramped up, and traditions don't really get focused on quite as prevalent as it used to. So the more I thought about it, the more interested I would be doing a story. I wanted to do something for the holidays that hadn't been done before. You know, Santa's been done before, reindeers have been done before. And the only snowman story I knew at the time was Frosty, and that was a long time ago. So I came up with a snowman story. And this one's a little bit different. You have Jenny, who is the main hero in the series, and she has this ability to bring Stanley to life, to awaken Stanley for the holiday season. Only one in a generation is able to do so. And it's done through faith, family, love, and a little bit of magic. So that's how it kind of came about. The Kickstarter itself, we are running it because it's a holiday book to help raise money for art costs. December, you know, not only just for presents for other people. We understand, you know, with 2020 was pretty tough, especially with us in the entertainment industry. So covering some art costs and make sure that we can get the series done, because it will be a 6-issue miniseries, and it is going to be published through Scout Comics. They're all-age imprint Scoot. But I thought, since it's holiday, we'll throw a Kickstarter in December so we can cover some of these art costs.
Sounds good. Well, let's take a look at it. I will grab the Kickstarter and we can jump on in. And there it is. So the goal is 2,500, and you're up to 727, 22 backers, and 14 days to go.
Yes. So I didn't want to have too long of a Kickstarter. I wanted Stanley to run through December itself, but I didn't want to do Christmas Eve or not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve and all that sort of thing. So it's stopping on the 29th.
And let's take a look at the video you did for Stanley.
Oh, it's an amazing video. You're gonna love it. I gotta lean back for this because it's so awesome.
Okay, well, I'll put this full screen first, and then I will.
Season's greetings. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas. My name is Austin Janowsky, and I'm the writer and creator of the all-age holiday comic book series, Stanley the Snowman. A holiday story that doesn't focus so much on Santa Claus, reindeers, all that sort of thing, but but a snowman that's brought to life every holiday season through faith, family, and magic. Jenny is special because she is one in a generation that's able to do something truly magical. And Operation Stanley is in full effect to make that happen. She's going to do something that only a few are able to do. And if done right, this holiday season will be truly a magical time of year. But as you can see, this is not your parents' Frosty the Snowman story. This is issue number 1 with art going to be black and white, and the covers are going to be in full color. And boy, are these covers amazing. Check these out. Besides the covers, we have an amazing array of different reward tiers. We've got early bird presents, we've got bookmarks, we've got ornaments, we've got stickers, we've got stockings, a signed copy of the script, faith, family, love, and a little bit of magic. That's what the holidays are all about. And that is exactly what is in Stanley the Snowman. So thanks so much for taking a minute to watch this video. Check out the Kickstarter and stay safe.
So I'm impressed just by the size of your TV.
It's I think it's maybe like 60, 61, 62 inches. It's funny. We've lived in this home for about 5 years. And the very first thing that we bought was that fireplace and the TV that went on top of it. Because my wife's parents, they have the big house. That's where we did the holidays. They moved up to Georgia. So when we bought the new place, our place is for the holidays. We do Thanksgiving here and we do Christmas here. So yeah, decorating is an important thing with us. It's planned months in advance, and we have to make sure everything's looking and proper. So yeah, it's a very pretty TV.
Well, I actually lucked out last year because I'm living on SSI, being disabled.
Yeah.
And somebody in my town, the woman and her boyfriend own their own home, and the downstairs is all finished, and her dad lives downstairs. So like the in-law apartment downstairs for dad, and they live upstairs. And Dad had this older HP 50-inch plasma TV, the one with the speakers on the ends, and so they were getting rid of that because Dad was buying a brand new recurve TV for Black Friday last year for himself, and they gave that TV to me away for free.
Wow, that's great.
Of course, it only got set up about 3 weeks ago, but. I love it because I get double cataracts. So even with my glasses, in a huge apartment like I have now, it was difficult to see on the 14-inch TV. So.
Oh yeah, I can absolutely believe that. 14-inch, even on the computer screen, is kind of small.
Yeah, I mean, my computer screen is 40-inch, so.
Yeah.
And I still squint to like read stuff on it, but. So I would expect that you guys would decorate really big because, well, you're a Hollywood guy.
I don't know about a Hollywood guy.
A struggling actor.
Yes, I am. I am a struggling actor. It's been kind of COVID really did a number to the entertainment industry. It just shut everything down, and they're not exactly sure what's going on right now too. Luckily, some auditions and everything have been going on. I literally just sent off an audition for Stranger Things season 4, which was great. And there is a film that we did last year. Actually, here was one of the locations. It's a mumblecore feature film, The Christmas Ride. And a mumblecore film is 100% improv. So that was completely new and completely terrifying as an actor, but also really exhilarating because you're really able to stretch yourself. But we filmed one of the scenes here, and I played William Wright, one of the leads. I'm the dad of the main character. And it's on Amazon right now, and it's getting some great reviews. And it's not your Hallmark film, but it's something that everyone could watch and relate to, because not everyone has a happy Christmas. And that was the whole point of making this film. So I'm proud to be a part of that. And if they got some time and they got Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free.
Very cool. I think I still have Amazon Prime. I got rid of all my other streaming services because I was like, wait, I don't want to pay for cable, but with every single streaming service coming around and, you know, it was just, I go,
yeah, there's
so
something now.
Yeah, so I cut them all down, and I started putting all the freebie apps on, like Pluto and Tubi and stuff like that. And
yeah,
I'm like, well, there's still like lots of like old stuff that I prefer watching. Like if Pluto had MeTV on it, I would have that channel on 24/7 and just watch like all the old shows. And that's what I did while I was in the hospital the last 2 days. But
well, I'm glad you're out of the hospital.
So am I. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So the artwork on this is pretty spectacular. It's got like an anime-ish feel to it.
Yes. So the art style is K-Po, if I'm saying that right. Came up with the idea 15 years ago, started writing and doing the book 13 or so years ago. The artist was Casey Moyer, great artist. She's more of a painter. We did an animated more of an animated style. Mm-hmm. We ultimately wasn't able to work. I didn't have the full funds to really go at it like I needed to. Put it to the side, and after going back and looking at it again, anime really seemed like it was the right way for the story to go. I don't know much about anime, but my stepson knows everything about it. So he gave me an education on not only the differences between manga and anime, but the different art styles of said anime, and K-Pow is one of them. And that's what we chose. And our series artists, and I'm going to say Juan Pablo. He has 4 names. I butcher his name. I don't want to butcher it. But Juan Pablo is doing the line art, and Dan Strada is doing the colors. And they are tremendous. And I'm very thankful to have them on this book.
Now, when the other issues for this come out through Scoot, are they going to be full color through Scoot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Through Scoot, all issues will be in full color. Now, that's not traditionally how anime is done. Usually anime is black and white, so this is something a little bit different and something unique. So I thought that would make it kind of stand out, too.
Yeah, because movies and TV in that style are, of course, in color, but the books are traditionally all black and white.
Right, right.
Yeah, I don't know the difference between the different styles of anime, but I'm sure my 13-year-old daughter would be more than happy to wave a finger at me and tell me, how I got everything wrong.
Right, right.
And I'm like, it's like anime to me is like Ninja Scroll, Akira, Star Blazers, stuff like that. Because that's the stuff I, when I was a teenager, that's what I grew up on.
Yeah, yeah.
And this new stuff, like I have lots of friends that are DBZ fans and Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z, yep.
And I can't watch it. The big googly eye, the big shaking googly eyes, and the fight scenes are pretty cool and epic, but the in between stuff is, it's the same kind of like goofy stuff they used to do during the in between sequences, like on like Grandizer on Force 5. Mm-hmm. It was just like that kind of like weird thing, and I was just like, not for me. Concept artwork.
Yes.
For the book.
This is how we came about the art style and the look of Stanley and Jenny and the rest. I love it.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just watching a Christmas movie the other day. The I don't want to call it. I might be calling it the wrong name. It's got Michael Keaton as the snowman dad.
Oh yeah, it's not Snow Dad. It's I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was watching that the other day. I was like, oh, I haven't seen this in a long time.
The thing that was a little not jarring, but was interesting was seeing how the characters were designed beforehand that Casey did, and then what Juan did with these. And they're different, but they're not different. Like, you can see the similarities, and it's just great.
Yeah, they're not completely different. They're just updated.
Mm-hmm. That's a good word. Exactly, they're updated.
See, I've learned some correct terminology in a year.
So in the series itself, like I said, one of the underlying themes is traditions and family traditions compared to the commercialism. Now, Jenny obviously is all about the family traditions because of what she's able to do. Her dad is the exact same way. Mom and brother are just the opposite. They're more modernized. They like the commercialism of Christmas and everything like that. Jenny's dad is a jeweler. And the reason I made him a jeweler is because my grandfather was a watchsmith, and he owned a jewelry store for years. And he made lots of great jewelry pieces. One of them is the engagement ring that Dad used to, get married to my mom, and what I used to get engaged to my wife.
Oh, so a little bit of family history in as well.
Yep, exactly.
Well, the best way to write something is by things you know.
Yep.
I love the angle on the center panel here.
Yeah, me too.
And she's got the Stanley kit all saved.
Mm-hmm. Now, the interesting thing with the story is, in order to bring Stanley to life, she has to add something to Stanley. And every generation's done the same thing, like the hat, the arms, the scarf, the nose. Those sort of things had to be made because you're putting your love and your faith into what you're making, and that's where the magic comes from, and that's what helps bring it to life. So for her, it's a locket that she was able to get from her grandfather that her dad made. So,
oh, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And now all the full color artwork covers.
Yes.
Cover A.
So this is just the regular Kickstarter cover. There's no limitations on how many people can order.
Mm-hmm.
And Juan Pablo and Dan did this one themselves. This was the actual tryout when I was looking for artists. This is the tryout art that Juan did, and then colorists did the color styles, and I like Dan's art style the best with Juan's line art. And this was the cover that we decided to use.
This looks great. And then the social distancing cover.
Yes. So I came up with an idea around April or May to start promoting Stanley after we got signed with Scout. Because one of the things that Stanley likes to do is he'll wander over and, he'll look through the windows when the family are watching TV. So he can spend time with his family, watch TV with them and whatnot. So this is kind of a normal thing for them, but social distancing is a big prevalent in 2020. So we came up with this kind of promotional piece. So when the Kickstarter came around, I go, well, I think this would be a perfect cover that people could get for the book also. But we did, we numbered it to 500. I don't think people will be ordering them all, but there you go.
And it makes perfect sense too. Stanley can't come inside. He would melt.
Exactly.
And this fantastic cover, which starts off the video.
Mm-hmm. Now, this was done by Mitsushiro Arita. Now, Mitsu, he was the first original Pokemon artist for the Pokemon games. And he's been doing it for 20 years. I consider him a master artist in Japan. He is absolutely phenomenal. I was lucky enough to become friends with him years ago when he came to America and he was doing a show in Jacksonville. And we kind of touched base ever since. So when I decided I wanted to do Stanley in this form, he was the first person I thought of to maybe do covers. So not only is he going to do a cover for the Kickstarter, but he's going to do variant covers for the entire series.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm. So if you're a fan of Pokemon, and you like that sort of art, and you're a fan of Mitsushiro, hopefully I'm saying his name right, this is something you definitely want to get.
It's a great looking cover, whether you're a fan of Pokemon or not, but you could call this the Pokemon cover, except you can't call it the Pokemon cover because of trademarks. But just the art and the way all the colors pop on this.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's great. It's such a beautiful cover. And the Virgin variant of the same.
Mm-hmm. So there's only going to be 100 of those available.
So that's a super low print run.
Mm-hmm.
And seasonal themed rewards, early Christmas presents.
Yes. So we got two that are running early birds that are running for the first 48 hours. And then we'll have a couple more early presents, reward tiers for a couple days during, the next 14 days that people can kind of jump on. Something interesting, something different that we aren't normally having as a reward tier.
So very special bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
The bookmark and the custom-made Stanley ornament.
Mm-hmm.
And stickers, because what would a Kickstarter be without stickers? Everybody likes stickers.
Mm-hmm.
And a signed script. Stockings with goodies.
Yeah. So what's not on here yet, we also added 11 by 17 color prints of the cover images that people want to get a piece.
Oh, cool.
We have the Christmas Bride reward tier where you can get the actual 11 by 17 film poster. You can get a movie still of me, from the film itself, signed. And there's a couple other things I can't remember off the top of my head, but also a comic book and a few other things. We're going to get in trouble if I keep that up. Stop that. Yes, I know. You stop. Thank you.
But those things will be added over the next few days.
I think they're on there now. I'm not sure, but I think they are.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Look, you look so young in this picture.
Oh, I know. That's why I grabbed it.
Look, it's like 15-year-old Austin if he had a full beard at 15.
Which I didn't.
No. Juan Pablo.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Strada. the colorist just looks evil, but he does an evilly good job.
Mm-hmm.
They don't seem to be up there right now. But all the various tiers right here.
Right.
You can, of course, help out and pledge out a reward for $10. Mm-hmm. You can pledge $1 or more because, well, we love snowmen.
Right.
And I mean, who doesn't? Pledge $3 or more for Stanley the Snowman bookmark. $5 or more, you can get the digital comic of Stanley. $7 or more, you can get the Snowman stickers. $8 or more, Stanley the Snowman signed script. Stanley the Snowman Kickstarter cover for $10. $11 or more, you can get a color print of Stanley and Jenny in the snow. The social distancing print, because you said that they were for all the covers.
Right, exactly.
So that's pretty cool too, because these prints would make really cool holiday decorations too.
Yes, exactly.
And if you miss out on the cover from the original Pokemon artist, you can still get
a print. Yeah,
you can still get the print to hang up.
Mm-hmm.
$12 for the ornament. It keeps highlighting it, and I'm like, well, if it highlights you, I can't read you. The social distance Stanley cover and the digital comic for $15. $20 for the digital, and I'd never be able to say his name.
Yeah, I know. It's used what I say.
Michuro?
It's your hero, I think.
For his variant cover in the digital book. The Christmas Ride Reward. Stanley Digital color print of Mr. Aritas.
Mm-hmm.
See, that worked out much better that time.
Yes.
The Christmas Ride film poster, which is 11 by 17.
Yep.
The Christmas Ride still photo. The Stanley Kickstarter cover. And the Christmas Ride digital copy.
Yeah, so you'll get a code where you'll be able to actually download the feature film and you can watch at your leisure.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So you're keeping all this like super affordable, no matter what anybody wants.
Yeah, I'm trying to. That was the whole point of the, pricing the way I did.
Oh yeah, and the early bird stocking stuffer, digital comic, bookmark, the Kickstarter cover, the custom ornament, a mini poster, Christmas stocking, and Stanley stickers. And Stanley the Snowman stocking.
Right. So this is the regular stocking that you'll be able to get through the entire campaign. That one's more in the first couple of days. You can get the early bird stocking.
Okay, so that
more than you normally do.
And 40 or more, you get the rare virgin cover of Mr. Arita's comic. And $45 or more, you get all 5 copies.
You get 5 copies of the Kickstarter cover.
Oh, 5. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong.
It's okay.
5 so you get 5 copies of the Kickstarter cover.
Mm-hmm. Just for those who want multiples, if they want to collect them or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But down under includes, it says a copy of the Stanley Digital.
Oh, yeah,
and then it says 10 copies.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 5. I better fix that.
Yeah. Editorial. And another early bird Christmas present. This one is a $50 tier. The digital book, the bookmark, the mini poster, issue 1 signed script, the social distance cover, custom Stanley the Snowman 6x9 art, and Stanley stickers. And for 60 or more, you can get both of Mr. Arita's covers. So you can get the trade dress and the virgin variant.
Yes.
And of course, you also get the digital version of the book. So you don't have to touch those beautiful covers by hand if you don't wish to. I'd probably pick out the trade dress and still read it because I want to see the physical copy. And for $90 or more, 10 copies of Stanley's Kickstarter cover. Correct?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because
Yes.
So the digital comic, Stanley the Snowman digital comic, Stanley the Snowman #1 digital comic. Is there a difference?
Let me see. That's the 91?
Yeah.
Interesting. It wants to get free digital comic. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird too. I'm going through and just triple checking. Oh, I see. I see what I did. So I'm glad we're doing this. You know, it's funny when you look at something 1,000 times, you think you see it, and then you look at it fresh eyes, like, oh goodness.
Oh, I feel all excited. I've never been an editor before.
You're doing a great job.
Because I'm like reading it back a couple of times to myself and be like, did I see that right?
Mm-hmm.
$100 more, you get all 4 Stanley the Snowman covers.
Yep.
The Kickstarter, Mr. Arita's cover, social distance cover, Mr. Arita's Rare Virgin cover, because that's only 100 copies, and of course the digital version for you to read.
Yep. So not overcomplicated on the rewards, not a whole lot of, craziness going on here. Not like I did with zombies and the mystery boxes and all this other stuff. It sounded really good in theory, but after going through the rewards, it's like, wow.
That's a lot of fulfillment work.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it's just, a little crazy. But this project looks great, and because it's, going to be on. So congratulations with getting this signed through Scoot.
Yeah, Richard Rivera has been fantastic. He's the one who's behind, not behind, but in charge of that imprint. He's been just tremendous. So I'm very thankful for him.
Oh yeah, they're getting a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah, definitely.
They've been on fire all year. They were the first publisher after the initial shutdown to flood my inbox with about a dozen PRs per day for like a month and a half.
Wow.
So it was just, it was just crazy. Well, with the reset of the shipping schedule, and so now we need to run this at this time and this at that time, and I'm like, great, keep them coming.
They're being proactive, and that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And it's just, so I know we had talked about Stanley a while back when you were on for Zombies.
Right.
And you had mentioned it and said, oh, we're going to have something cooking in the future with that. So I'm like, when I saw this, I'm like, boom, and I hit you up, and I actually had somebody hit me up earlier today with a cancellation while I was still in the hospital.
Right.
And then I hit you up, and everything ended up working out at the end.
Yeah.
And it's a great project for somebody to get in on and get some cool stuff for the kids. Now, is there anything planned? Because I see this artwork, and when I see it in black and white, right away I'm thinking, down the road, will there be a Stanley the Snowman coloring book?
Oh, I'm sure they've probably got something planned for that. I can almost guarantee it.
Well, they are famous for their merchandising lines for every single book.
Yeah.
So I will probably get myself a Stanley coffee cup.
When it comes out, yeah.
I've got they put out a coffee cup for like every book they do.
Okay, cool.
Along with various other things, mouse pads and T-shirts and face masks and all kinds of great stuff.
One of the things we're talking about we might do as a limited reward tier is a custom tumbler. You know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
The big, Stanley tumbler. Yeah, my wife is very crafty. She's making a few for my agents. And depending on how time consuming, we might have that as, offered for 2 or 3 days. Very limited number of people that want to get something. We have to figure out price point on that. That's one of the couple of things that we're probably going to add on during this entire campaign. So
definitely save the campaign. The link for the campaign is right here in the chat. Yes, it's over there for me, but this is reverse angle. You think with all the technology they could fix the whole reversing of the angle. Yeah,
the camera thing. Yeah,
the whole mirror, mirror and the camera thing, but not yet.
No, not yet.
Want to give a big shout out to our sponsor for this video, SpinWiz Comics at spinwizcomics.com. They are a webcomic and indie comic discovery platform, completely free to download on both iOS and Android, with hundreds upon hundreds of free comics for you to read. So if you're going traveling this holiday season, a lot of people aren't, but if you are, or you want to pretend you're traveling by just sitting in the back of the car, you can read comics for free on this app in the back of your car. And
they're good people.
Oh yeah, they got great stuff up there. I know I had Jonathan Hendrick was on the other week, and he's got the Recount, which just hit a second printing for issue 1, and he's got some of his books are up on here. His
Capable just launched the same day as I did on Kickstarter.
Yeah, so you can actually read the first 2 issues of Capable on the SpinWiz comic app, And while you're pledging on the new one, right after you go to Stanley the Snowman and pledge on that.
Exactly.
And we just want to give you a quick look of what the app of SpinWiz Comics can look like on your smart device.
Very nice.
We're getting places now. If you want to see the visual version of the podcast, you can just go to YouTube and look for Creators Outlet right on YouTube, and you can see the visual portion of the podcast there. For those of you that are listening to this on Age of Radio, you can go to ageofradio.org, search through the shows, and look for Creators Podcast, and just click on the link. And I have episodes from 40 on up. This episode, if you're watching this somewhere live tonight, will be available for download in probably a couple hours.
Awesome.
So I'm getting work on it because I don't want to forget anything. So I tend to hurry up and download it like as soon as I'm done.
Right. Well, it's so fresh.
Yeah. Well, it's fresh in my memory. Otherwise, like 2 days will go by and be like, oh no. And I can only download them from SteamYard from like up to like 10 days or something.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's good. I want to thank you for joining us tonight, Austin.
You're welcome, man. Thanks for having me.
Happiest of holidays to you and your family.
Yes. Happy holiday season greetings, and Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy Hanukkah. All that good stuff.
And happy Festivus.
Yes, happy Festivus. Air the grievances, man. Air them. Don't put into 2021.
Get them out there.
Right. Gone.
But please go check out Stanley the Snowman. The link is right here in the chat. It's also in the show notes, either up above or down below, depending on where you're watching us, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. And until next time, I'm Will. I'd like to thank our special guest tonight, Austin Janowsky, for joining us. And we will see you next time on Creators Outlet.